Yeah, that's like fucking like. Okay, okay. Yeah, well, I mean, that's kind of what's happening with this playlist right now. It's only 2 hours long. Yeah, that's what's playing right now. I'm trying to answer it. The idea is that you want people that I mean, like, I'm not against it.
All right, quiz people, gather around.
All right.
It's time to start. It's quiz time.
Let's do it.
Put on your mask for the long journey to the southern portion of the bar. Tonight's quiz night is sponsored by Hurley's Irish Pub and everyone's common sense of impending doom. Wonderful.
Where do we start?
Wherever the fuck you want.
Literally anywhere.
Literally anywhere.
Shall we all just fucking sit in these big loungers?
Yeah, you guys be team lounge. Do your thing.
Grab another one for. Are you gonna sit in the booth there?
Oh, you're gonna grab these guys?
I can grab these guys. Fuck yeah.
Can I sit in here? This beautiful.
Are we going in the booth? I was gonna grab us some like loungers.
I much prefer.
No, let's do corner.
Okay, let's do the corner.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Because then we can lean in and we can talk about it without anyone hearing us on Zoom.
Yeah.
Exactly. Though I technically killed the Zoom feed because of the bar was like, oh, but if you're holding it online, because you know how progressive they are here. So I disabled the Zoom, so I do YouTube Live and Instagram Live. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you can be team that side.
Okay.
Okay. Team that side.
Let's go.
Woo! All right. So just let me poke my head out there for 1 second, everybody.
Things that swim is.
So if you want to, starting your rank.
Okay, woo! You know what? My favorite number of teams is 2. It's my favorite number of teams.
Well, it's a good night for you.
It's a great night for me. It's a great night for me. Could I get a glass of water?
Yep.
And a double Jamie neat?
Neat? Yeah.
Thank you. All right, everyone. We're going to get into it. Your pen works? Your pen works?
Cheers.
And you want another one? Want to try another one?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have several pens. We have several pens. Few participants, several pens. So try these two. Okay. So, write down tonight's categories. We're going to run through them now so you know what they are. So tonight, round 1 here on the quiz. So we have 50 questions. There's 6 rounds of 8 questions each. And then between rounds 3 and 4, we have our patented big fat bonus round, which is 1 question worth 2 points for all of the fun. So round 1 is Free Britney. It's a Free Britney round. Round 2, things that swim. So anything that swims, anything in the water, thank you so much. Round 3 is I'm not a doctor. Round 3 is I'm not a doctor. It's a medicine round. Round 4, Jesus fucking Christ. It's about some he's dead now, but his name is Jesus. Round 5 is planes, trains, and automobiles. That is our transport round. And round 6 is whores, which is about, the portrayal of the world's oldest profession in media, I guess we can say, more or less. So everyone, over here, we have the bag of random ass prizes, and we determine them in weird fucking ways. So in order to do this semi-democratically, because the quiz is not a democracy, it's a quiz dictatorship. So just so you know. But so to randomly pick out the quiz, what we have in here. So let's see. If we went alphabetically by first name, whose name here would come first?
Hey,
Well,
Alex.
is your name Alex? Yeah, you win.
She wins.
You win. Yay! Yay! Okay, you get a prize, and your prize is a DVD copy of Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Yeah, exactly. There you go. That's okay. Someone you know might. And there you go. There you go.
That's the first pretty okay prize.
Pretty okay. Pretty okay. Okay, so round one, free Britney. So this is about Britney Spears and all her bullshit. And people related to Britney and all that stuff. So round one, free Britney. Released on January the 12th, 1999. What was the name of Britney Spears' first album? Released on January the 12th of 1999. What was the name of Britney Spears' first album?
What was Britney's first name?
First album. Her first name is Britney. Okay, yeah. Number two. Due to a series of heavily publicized personal struggles in the public eye, Britney was involuntarily placed in a conservatorship. Which member of her family calls the shots financially? Due to a series of heavily publicized personal struggles in the public eye, Britney can't make her decisions anymore because the court said so. So who makes them? Hashtag free Britney. Number three. Moving along, your Britney trivia is so much better than you think it is.
Oh, thank you.
So much better than you think it is. And next week we have J-Lo trivia, so you'll do even better.
Oh,
Yeah. Number three. The plot of which 2002 Britney film surrounds three teenage girls who take a road trip, finding themselves and their friendships along the way. 2002 Britney film that surrounds three teenage girls as they take a road trip, finding themselves and their friendships along the way. It was terrible. It made $60 million, even though. Number four, the 2010 Grammy for Best Dance Recording went to Britney for a song. Which song off her fourth studio album, In the Zone? The 2010 Grammy for Best Dance Recording went to Britney for which song off her fourth album, In the Zone? Number five, a city known for a whole lot of bullshit. From 2013 to 2017, Britney had a headlining residency in which city? So from 2013 to 2017, Britney got paid a whole lot of money to do a musical residency in which city? Was it Cleveland? Was it Moncton?
Definitely not.
It's definitely Moncton. Everyone knows that, you've made it when they make you move to Moncton. I've never heard of anyone moving to Moncton. Everyone moves anyway. Number six, Carrie Russell, Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, and JC Chasez are all co-starred with Britney on which variety show in the 90s? Carrie Russell, Christina Aguilera, Ryan Gosling, and JC Chasez. I don't know how he pronounces it. What show were they on with Britney from 93 to 94? If you're a Canadian and you got this show, it means your parents hooked up a legal satellite and you had a really good childhood. I didn't, but my friends did. Number seven, which phrase did Britney make famous on her 2007 single, Gimme More, and on will.i.am's 2013 single, Scream and Shout, on which she is featured? Your hint, is Michael Scott. Are we ready for number 8?
Wait, the question is, what did she say in those songs?
What did she say in the songs? Yeah. Okay, number 8 is multiple choice. So brace yourselves. Which of the following is not the name of a fragrance released by Britney Spears?
It's not.
Is not.
Okay.
Okay? Curious, fantasy, believe, radiance, prerogative, or schoolgirl. So I know there's like no winner. I like this question. Which is not a fragrance that she's put out? Curious, fantasy, believe, radiance, prerogative, and schoolgirl. Yeah. Absolutely. The plot of which 2002 Britney film surrounds 3 teenage girls as they take a road trip, finding themselves and their friendships on the way? No, you haven't seen it?
No, I have it on Blu-ray.
What year? 90s?
02. Yeah. After this, the only movies she was in were those like real police files of celebrities pulling shit. All right, everyone. So
I know exactly.
because there's only 7 of us in the room, we're going to use the honor system. And we're going to correct our own answers. And you're going to tell me how you did. Okay? So if you know the answer, yell it out, and I'll just run through them. So what was Britney's first album? Baby One More Time.
We should have listened to Turbo!
I say hit me baby one more time.
Number 2.
If we had Hit Me Baby More Time, it's not.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah. There's a pandemic.
Favorite.
There's a pandemic. We call that quiz serb. It's fine.
Yes.
Number 2, who runs her life?
Jamie Spears.
Yeah, her dad. Yeah, her dad.
Father.
Father's accepted. Yeah. I thought Jamie was her sister's name. So yeah, but then I looked it up. That's Jamie Lynn. Exactly. See, you learn something new every day. Which shitty movie did she make in 2002? Crossroads. Her only Grammy was for which song?
I'm addicted to you. Toxic.
I know. Yeah. It's always the worst one that wins the Grammy, right?
Toxic was 2010.
Yeah.
I thought that was like one of her early songs.
How old are you?
23.
I like how he looked over this way.
Yes, it's one of her early songs, sweetheart. Yes. I remember.
No, like I literally thought that was like way older than.
I remember I was 11 and they released Britney Spears on us, and it's like, oh god. And so yeah, she's been around for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I assumed that was a 2000 song.
No, it's relatively new. What city did they make her sing in for money that her father took? Vegas. What show was she on in the 90s? Mickey Mouse Club. Very good. Number 7. What was her famous line on those 2 songs? It's Britney, bitch. And number 8. Which of those was not a perfume? Schoolgirl.
What?
I think that was the one we most believed, actually.
I mean, I'm glad it wasn't.
I remember years ago, it was my cousin's birthday, and my mom got her one of the Britney perfumes. And she was like 12. And I'm like, really? Like, you got her? This is like whore perfume. My mom's like, don't say that. That's terrible. And she hands it to my cousin. And then my cousin looks at me after my mother leaves the room. She's like, she think I'm a whore? Anyway, she was mature for her age. Okay, so how many did you guys get? 4, and you guys? 6.
No.
Okay,
Oh,
what is your team name?
Shallow.
Team what?
Shallow.
Team Shalix, and your team name?
Phoebe
Team Phoebe.
eats the box.
Team Phoebe eats the box.
It's a
So
random name generator. It's
Random
not
name
a
generator. Okay, yeah. It sounds like something off Blue Nuit, like a Friends Blue Nuit crossover. All right, everyone. Moving on to round 2 here on our quiz. But before we do, we have more crap. We have more crap. So, anyone here have a cat? 4 cats. Okay, you get something because you don't have a cat. And you get a juice box. No, it's apple, and it's juice box. Is it? Juice boxes are wonderful because, like, I'm not going to buy a liter of juice because then I'm going to drink a liter of juice. But just every now and then, you just reach in the back of the fridge, you pull a juice box, you're happy.
That's a very fair point.
Yeah. Enough about me. On to round 2. Things that swim. Things that swim. Baby beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and you swim so free, is the opening line to a song by which beloved children's entertainer?
Avery, did you ask me?
Baby, good. Do you know this one? Baby beluga in the deep blue sea, swim so wild and swim so free, is the opening line to a song by which beloved children's entertainer? Number 2, Jeffrey Loria and David Samson fuck the city of Montreal by running the Expos into the ground before selling them to Major League Baseball in order to buy which team named after a fish? Jeffrey Loria and David Samson are 2 miserable pieces of shit who fuck the city of Montreal by running the Expos into the ground before selling them to Major League Baseball in order to buy another team named after a fish. What is that other team? So if that team was the Ottawa Trout, that would be what we're looking for. But they don't have fish or baseball in Ottawa because it's Ottawa. Number 3, which famous drunk, and when I say famous drunk, I mean that this guy was a class act drunk. Which famous fall down drunk starred as Mitch Buchanan on Baywatch? Which famous drunk, he might be sober now, but we all remember, starred as Mitch Buchanan on Baywatch? Is it Andy Dick? Yeah, exactly. Of course, Andy Dick. Is it David Hyde Pierce? Who was it? Number 4, the Pacific salmon is the official fish of which Canadian province? The Pacific question on this round.
Yeah, we're saying what? Maybe it's a trick question.
Yeah, sometimes it's the obvious answer.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 5, what is Seth Green's adult swim show that has been around since 2012? Seth Green looks like a skinny version of me with hair. What is Seth Green's adult swim show that has been around since 2012? My grandmother just got an iPhone and we FaceTimed, and she called me fat.
Okay, so
It was fun. Yeah.
the answer.
No, it wasn't. She said, I thought it was the angle. Yeah. Anyway, Rosh Hashanah, Jewish New Year. It's fun. Sorry.
Is it like related to the swim dance, or is it just adult swim?
Adult swim.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the answer is have to do
Yeah. Number 6. This many. 6. Adam Van Couverden is a former Canadian kayaker and currently an MP for which federal party? Adam Van Couverden is an Olympic gold medal winning Canadian kayaker who's currently a member of parliament for which federal party? Come, you can win shit.
That's how you fucking advertise.
Yeah, you're gonna win shit. Come. We got a whole bag of crap. And a $50 bar tab. Are we ready for number 7, everybody? 7 is multiple choice. In diving, I'm afraid of heights, so this is theoretical for me. But in diving, the platform is usually either 10 meters high or, oh, thank you, It's either 10 meters or 3, 4, 5, or 600 meters. So in diving, you're either diving off a 10-meter springboard or an X meter springboard. 3, 4, 5, or 600.
Sorry, I got it.
In diving, it's 10 meters or how many? 3, 4, 5, or 600. Cheers. Thank you. And number 8. How many players per side in water polo? In water polo, how many players per side? In water polo. So like how in hockey it would be 6, in soccer it would be 11. How many in water polo? Also, you know, in water polo, anything that happens under the water, you can't be penalized for.
Really?
Yeah.
That
Lots of this. Lots. Oh yeah. No. People who play water polo, you don't fuck with these people. Cheers, everyone. Cheers. All right, everyone. Well, those were the things that swim or float or kayak or whatever the fuck. So number 1, it was. Who's number 1?
Rappy.
Raffy.
He hit on my mom.
Sorry?
He hit on my mom.
He hit on your mom. Was she receptive? No.
That was just my.
It's fine. It's fine. You know. Number 2. Ooh, close. They're going to be here soon, but this was the Florida Marlins. The Marlins. Number 3, who played Mitch Buchanan in Baywatch? Who else could it be? Oh my God. Remember the video of him drunkenly eating the cheeseburgers and verbally abusing his daughter? Lovely.
Oh, that was rough.
Number 4, the Pacific Salmon is from? I hope so. Because if they haven't, Saskatchewan, they're lying. Seth Green's show? Robot Chicken.
Okay, so basically the entire discussion that was going on here was like there's no way that only came out of 2012.
I did.
And we're like, okay, no, just put it down. That's the only thing we can think of.
Because by 2012, Seth Green had spent all of his Austin Powers money, and so he needed to do some shit. So,
Yeah.
And he's got a
That was
great.
only in 2012?
Yeah, man.
Because I feel like Robot Chicken has been this like omnipresent show that's been around for like my entire life. Like,
So your Robot Chicken is my 2020.
Yeah.
But we can offline that. But yeah, exactly. More so 60 Minutes, actually. Once Barbara Walters retired, it dropped off. Number 6, Adam Van Couverden is an MP for which party? The Liberals. How high in a diving platform if it's not 10 meters? No. 3. The answer is 3. And how many players on a side in water polo? No. 7. Yeah. Okay, everybody, moving right along to round 3. Round 3 is I am not a doctor. So just to reiterate, I'm not a doctor. I have many friends who are doctors, some of whom you'd understand, some of whom you say, he's a fucking doctor. And yeah, so also you learn over time that when you have enough friends who are doctors and you say, hey, can you look at this? And they look at it and they say, ew. Like, anyway, number 1, doctors. Which horrible ABC overrated piece of shit medical drama starred Ellen Pompeo and Sandra Oh? I'm placing judgment. Ellen Pompeo and Sandra Oh in which show that I don't like?
I grew up
So this is the age difference between us. So your parents would watch that show?
Yeah.
I used to watch ER with my mom. And we had like an agreement that I could stay up late and watch ER with her as long as I told her, because she would block her eyes with the blood, because ER was the first show to be that graphic.
Yeah.
And so, and I would have to tell her when it was okay to look. And so, like, she didn't get it because I would lie to her like 80% of the time. And anyway, it worked out wonderfully.
I don't ever remember watching ER, but I do remember my parents taping it on VHS.
Oh my God, wonderful.
Yeah, I vividly remember that. Like, stacks of like VHS tapes that were like ER, and then the other stack was 6 feet under.
Sounds
Like
about right.
that's what I remember.
6
from
feet is
growing
so
up.
good. High blood pressure is also known as what? High blood pressure is also known as what? Number three, a lack of iodine in your diet leads to which medical condition? A lack of iodine in your diet leads to which medical condition? Number four is multiple choice. Multiple choice for number 4. The average heart beats how many times per minute? 72, 36, 90, or shut up, Brian, you don't even have a heart. So 72, 36, 90, or shut up. Numero 6, number 5. Matters related to which sense are referred to as olfactory? Matters related to which sense are referred to as olfactory? Number 6. Who played Dr. Hawkeye Pierce on MASH? Who played Dr. Hawkeye Pierce on MASH?
This is not a question in this corner.
Did you see the Noah Baumbach movie with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson on Netflix this winter? Yeah. What? I forget what it was called,
It was
but
like the one where they basically just have
the divorce.
Yeah.
The divorce. He plays the cheaper lawyer.
Oh.
I tried. Thank God. Anyway.
Yeah, that went over my head.
Number 7. According to Sigmund Freud, what is the instinctual and primitive part of the psyche? According to Freud, what is the primitive and instinctual part of the psyche? And to finish off round 3, I'm not a doctor. Cialis and Viagra are prescription drugs intended to solve which problem that Turbo absolutely doesn't have? Cialis and Viagra are prescription drugs intended to solve which problem that Turbo has never had?
That would be way funnier if he actually heard you say that.
I know, but he's all the way over there.
I heard it.
He heard it.
I was like, what did I just hear? Yeah, all right.
Back in his day, they used to just use chopsticks and electrical tape. Okay. Too much? Sorry, I thought we were at Brutopia. Okay, let's go through the answers. They're the Scuzzy bar over
I know over there.
there. Yeah. Sorry? I know. No, I don't. I haven't been there in years. I got out of there a long time ago. Like, I could be allowed back again. All I'll say is a man named Bush was president. A man named Bush was president. Okay, everyone. All right, everyone. Number 1, ABC medical drama that Brian doesn't like. Grey's Anatomy. Number 2, high blood pressure is known as what? Hypertension. What does a lack of iodine lead to?
We wrote anemia.
Anemia.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Oh man, I shit on her for that answer.
She's like, my grandmother has that, and I'm like, my Aunt Judy has that.
Yeah, I thought that was just like lack of iron.
It is. It is.
I
It is.
Word.
Yeah.
Cool.
How many beats per minute? Very good. Olfactory senses? 72.
Oh, thank you.
Olfactory senses relate to smell. Who played Hawkeye Pierce?
said Adam Sandler.
Alan Alda.
It's too long ago.
Too long ago. That's okay. What is the instinctual and primitive part of the psyche? The id. Cialis and Viagra solve which problem?
Erectile dysfunction.
Erectile dysfunction. Okay, everyone. So add together your scores from rounds 1, 2, and 3, and tell me how you're doing.
Points
Yeah.
together?
That's 16.
16 over here on Team East Side, and 15 for Team West Side. We have a tight matchup. Moving on to the big fat bonus round. This is one question worth 2 points.
I love Jesus.
This really depends on.
Okay, so I'll give you the category for this one. The category for the big fat bonus round tonight is children's literature. Children's literature. In an old house in Paris that was covered in vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines is the opening line to which children's book?
Oh, you're so excited.
Good. I'm glad I forgot about this show. Or this book. In an old house in Paris, which was covered in vines, lived 12 little girls in 2 straight lines. Is the opening line to which children's book? Madeline. Yay, it's Madeline. All right, everyone, we've reached the second half of the quiz, which means it's time for more prizes. So who has already gotten prizes? Both of you. Okay. Who's the youngest one here? Gluten-free penne.
You guys are both actually pretty close.
You're gluten. Oh my God! Gluten-free. Thank you. Oh, wonderful.
I'm so stoked.
You guys are actually probably pretty close.
Gluten-free penne. Wonderful. I have a friend who's gluten-free, and I had her and her boyfriend over for dinner, and then she's like, I can't eat this because she's gluten-free, but also can't eat all the substitutes. So anyway, there we go. Sorry? She had a salad and said sorry, but anyway. Anytime. All right, round 4, Jesus fucking Christ. Number 1, when the devil tried to tempt Jesus in the wilderness, how many days did Jesus spend there? When the devil tried to tempt Jesus in the wilderness, how many days did Jesus spend there? I'll give you a hint on this. A friend of mine who lives in the Middle East, so the time zones are that he can never do the quizzes, be they online or be they in person. So whenever I finish writing the questions, I do them for him. And he's like, oh, is it that biblical number that I should guess? And I said yes. And he got it right. It's a very biblical number. Number 2, Jesus Walks is a 2004 song by which famed bipolar hip-hop artist? Jesus Walks is a 2004 song by which bipolar hip-hop artist?
Yeah, that was probably the easiest question of the entire
Because I did this?
No, the bipolar part.
Oh, the bipolar?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Go with that.
Exactly. Because
He's been pretty open about that.
yeah, it's not like his wife had to go on Instagram and be like, oh my God, ignore Kanye. It's fine.
Ignore Kanye, you just fucking right.
It's fine. Bless his heart. Number 3,
Right now.
during the Last Supper, what 2 things represented Jesus' flesh and blood? During the Last Supper, what 2 things represented Jesus' flesh and blood? If you leave the door open, you'll hear me.
Was that?
What?
I'm gonna go smoke over here with the door open, and I'm just gonna have my ears perked up from
And
outside.
and even though the quiz master quit smoking, he likes smelling it.
Could you say that question in? Yes. in case
Even
I-
though the quiz master
I'm
quit
not-
smoking. Oh,
I heard that.
during the Last Supper, which 2 things represent Jesus' flesh and blood?
Okay, sure, thank you.
Okay, no problem.
I just wanted to make sure I heard it.
It's okay.
So I felt like-
Round 7 after is just Brian trivia. We really dive deep.
I got it, you're fine. Yeah, I got it.
Number 3, number 4, that was a test. Number 4, Buddy Christ is a parody religious icon and Catholic Church marketing tool created by filmmaker Kevin Smith, first appearing in which 1999 film? Thank you. Buddy Christ is a parody religious icon and Catholic Church marketing tool created by filmmaker Kevin Smith, first appearing in which 1999 film? A film about as old as Zach.
1991.
1999. That's scary. What year were you born?
1999 though. That's why I'm the
Yours is 90. That's, oh God, yeah. Number 5, who baptized Jesus? Number 5, who baptized Jesus? Number 6. Number 6 is multiple choice. Multiple choice for number 6. The Transfiguration is an incredibly detailed and profound painting that depicts Jesus Christ rising at Mount Tabor, joined by Moses and the prophet Elijah, and was famously the last work of which Italian Renaissance painter? Was it Raphael? Was it Della Francesca? Was it Botticelli? Or was it Mama Michelinas? It's okay, you're off the hook. Number 6. The Transfiguration is an incredibly detailed and profound painting that depicts Jesus Christ rising at Mount Tabor, joined by Moses and Elijah, and was famously the last work of which Italian Renaissance artist? Raphael, Della Francesca, Botticelli, or Mama Michelinas? Number 7. Number 7 in Jesus fucking Christ. Before he was crucified, what did Pontius Pilate's soldiers place on Jesus' head? Before he was crucified, what did Pontius Pilate's soldiers place on Jesus' head? Your hint is the Bob Dylan song, Shelter from the Storm. And question 8, probably one of the worst musicals I've ever been forced into seeing in my life. Probably one. And I had to see Carousel twice because the first time I didn't appreciate it. Number 8, Jesus Christ Superstar is a 1970 rock opera with music by which impresario of musical theater? Jesus Christ. Don't tell other people that. That'll be a quiz secret. Jesus Christ Superstar is a 1970 rock opera by which, with music by which impresario of musical theater? Like influential person. Okay. Well, that was round 4. That sounds about right. I wouldn't worry. Yeah, I wouldn't worry. Yeah, leave it on. I like the air. It's good. All right, everyone. So that was Jesus, for better or for better. Okay, so number 1, how long was Jesus in the wilderness?
7.
You guys? 40 days.
40 days?
It's a biblical number.
30 originally.
Exactly. Jesus Walks is by who? Kanye. Last Supper, what is Jesus' flesh and blood represented by? Bread and water. Bread and wine, sorry. Bread and wine. Bread and wine. Number 4, Buddy Christ is from what movie? Nope. Dogma.
What?
It's dogma.
I just.
That's okay. Who baptized Jesus? John. Who painted the Transfiguration? Raphael. Did you say Donicelli? Botticelli. Okay, it's okay. What was on Jesus' head when he was crucified? Crown of thorns. And who wrote the music for Jesus Christ Superstar?
Floyd?
Pink Floyd?
No, not.
Absolutely not. No. But you're gonna hate when I say the answer, because yeah, I see where you're. It's Andrew Lloyd Webber.
Oh my gosh. That's
Exactly.
it.
Yeah, Andrew Lloyd Webber. Okay, everybody. Round 5: planes, trains, and automobiles. Round 5 is planes, trains, and automobiles. So, question 1: the ocean. The ocean is a passenger train operated by Via Rail that begins in Montreal and ends in which city? The ocean is a passenger train run by Via that starts in Montreal and ends in which city? I'll give you a hint. It's a beautiful place, but nowhere you would end up on accident. You really have to try and get there. It's fucking far.
Zach, do you know this one?
The ocean is a passenger train operated by Via that begins in Montreal and ends in which city? Number 3.
All right.
Number 3 here tonight is multiple choice. Number 3. Mini is a British automobile company founded in 1969 and was bought by which German auto manufacturer in 2000? Is it BMW? Is it Mercedes? Is it Volkswagen? Or is it the Luftwaffe? BMW, Mercedes, Volkswagen, or the Luftwaffe? Who bought Mini? My friend's wife drives a Mini, and it is a great fucking car. It is wonderful. She has.
Now they are.
Now they are. Yeah, she's got the Clubman with the all-wheel drive.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God. She just, like, literally last year, she came to pick me up, and we've been talking about the car the last time I'd seen her, and I walk out my front door, and Maxine is there on a snowbank, just like smiling with her Mini. You're like, see, Minis are nice. My mom wanted one, but she didn't want to spend the money. She's like, ah. Anyway, that was her exact reaction. Number 4, if you were to take the train to Toronto, which station before killing yourself would you be getting off at? So, if you were, what I mean is, if you're going to take the train to Toronto, what station do you get off at?
In Toronto.
In Toronto, yeah, not in like Mississauga.
Wait, was it just many stations?
There's like one.
My best.
Yeah, there's one. Where is it? What's it called? Number 5, which American automobile manufacturer is re-releasing the Bronco in 2021 and making it prohibitively expensive? Which automotive manufacturer is re-releasing the Bronco in 2021? OJ would be proud. Number 6. Who wrote the detective novel Murder on the Orient Express? Who wrote the detective novel Murder on the Orient Express? A couple years ago, they remade the movie, and it was horrible and didn't get released in North America. Number 7. Number 7, the world's best-selling jet is an 8-seater produced by which company? The world's best-selling jet is an 8-seater produced by which company?
That's the only place.
Before we move on to question 8, we have more okay prizes to give away.
Oh my god.
So Zach and Sam, very good. One syllable, very easy. So this is between Zach and Sam. Stand up, both of you, right now. Who's taller? Sam wins.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
It did it. I also
Sam wins the autobiography of Reuben Hurricane Carter, the 16th round.
Oh my lord, I've been waiting for this.
Yeah, no, it's a good book. It's fucking good. That's all for you, buddy.
Hey, listen, I'll read this.
You don't make promises you can't keep. But, you know, you're a friend of Zach's. I don't know if you can read, but there's a book. There you go. Okay. That was my summer reading book between the 5th and 6th grade. Yeah. I'm just getting rid of things. I Marie Kondo during quarantine. It's great. Okay, we're going to move on to round 6. Round 6 here at the quiz is... oh, we still have more questions. Oh, we have one more. Name the automaker responsible for the Rio, the Soul, and the Sportage. Name the automaker responsible for the Rio, the Soul, and the Sportage. Okay, let's go over the answers here. So, number 1, the ocean starts in Montreal and ends where? Ooh, no. It's Halifax. It's Halifax. Yay, Halifax. Number 2, movie with Tom Hanks at Mirabel Airport. The Terminal. Mini is owned by whom? It's BMW, Bavarian Motorworks. Number 4, if you take the train to Toronto, what station do you take off your mask outside of? It's not Central. What's what? That's a subway.
I don't know.
It's Union Station. Number 5, who's re-releasing the Bronco? No. Ford. Who wrote Murder on the Orient Express? It is Agatha Christie. What's the best-selling jet in the world? Who makes it? No. No, it's Cessna. Yeah, those bastards. It's Cessna. And which company produces 3 cars that I will never, I don't even want to sit in one of them. But anyway, the Rio, the Soul, and the Sportage. What company? Kia.
No way.
Yeah, it's fucking Kia. All right, do your scores. We want to know what the scores are going into round 6. Remember that the big fat bonus round is worth a big fat 2 points. Also, we still have prizes left. So Zach, come over here. Zach, you're gonna win a prize. Sam, his friend. Does Zach need help with his mind, his body, or his soul?
Definitely.
You didn't say any of them.
Let's say
His mind, his body, or
Oh,
his
it's
soul?
a choice.
Yeah.
Actually, I thought it. Well, I would say all 3, but if I
You
was
just
Pick
said
one.
yes.
Pick one.
mine.
His mind? Okay. Zach gets 1 single cigarette in a Ziploc bag.
Yes.
Pandemic, I can't afford it. 1 single cigarette for Zach.
Yes.
Okay, everyone.
That's amazing.
And before we go on to round 6, we're going to give away another prize.
Oh my
So
God.
now that everyone has gotten a prize, it's all fucking fair. And no one cares anymore. So, if the year begins on January 1st, which of you motherfuckers would be having your birthday first? When's your birthday?
Oh, you can't do it.
Does he win? Does he? He fucking wins. Come over here.
That's fair. Hold on. Give me a second.
No, it's a lemon.
Oh,
We
lovely.
want a lemon.
Thank you.
Like-
That's the fruit of the bun.
It's wonderful. It's wonderful. Do you know about lemon water?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like? Is that what you do in the morning? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Cucumber water.
You're cute. Okay, how old are you?
21.
21. Okay. So when you get to like be like 30, you're gonna develop something called acid reflux.
It's not even acid reflux. It's good for your skin and your kidneys.
It's good for all the things, exactly. You juice half a lemon every morning and just cut it with water and a little bit of sea salt. It helps.
Sea salt.
A little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, everyone. Round 6. Whores. Whores. Number 1, Pretty Woman. Is a 1990 film about a down on her luck Hollywood prostitute named Vivian Ward. The film's title song, Pretty Woman, was written and sung by which musician? Known for his impassioned singing style, complex song structures, and dark emotional ballads. The last time I tried to see him at Place des Arts, he was so drunk that the show got canceled. We all got our money back.
That's incredible.
Bless his heart. Oh yeah, for Place des Arts to send you your money back, he's got to be really drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So Pretty Woman, who sang the song. Number 2. Which 1984 Tina Turner song is absolutely about selling your body for money? Which 19? It's not multiple choice. Which 1984 Tina Turner song is absolutely about being a whore?
It sounds horrible.
I'll hum the tune for you guys. Oh, he definitely knows it. Okay, I did a good job, didn't I? Yeah. Okay. I'll do it again. Okay. Should I do it again? No. Okay.
Well, I don't think that'll help.
Okay. Number 3. By the way, this is the Hurley's Irish Pub Quiz. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Bring your friends. Bring people maybe you don't like, but know that don't have better things to do. Bring them here. We have prizes and more shit. It'll be better after the pandemic, but still. Woo! Pretty good. That's what we strive for here. We strive for pretty good. We're never going to get excellent because of the CAC, but, pretty good is fine. We sometimes get political here at the quiz. And it leans to the left. Number 3, set in New York City, which film depicts the unlikely friendship between two hustlers, a naive prostitute named Joe Buck and an ailing con man named Ratso Rizzo? Set in New York City, which film depicts the unlikely friendship between two hustlers, a naive prostitute named Joe Buck, and an ailing con man named Ratso Rizzo? Are we ready for number 4? Yeah? We're good on number 4? Number 4 is going to be multiple choice. Name the Dutch exotic dancer and courtesan who was convicted of being a spy for Germany during World War I. So name the Dutch exotic dancer and courtesan who was convicted of being a spy for Germany during World War I. Was it A, Gerda Munsinger, B, Marie Curie, C, Mata Hari, or D, Valerie Plante?
Could you repeat the response again?
Yeah. Name the Dutch exotic dancer and courtesan who was convicted of being a spy for Germany for World War I. Was it Gerda Munsinger, Marie Curie, Mata Hari, or Valerie Plante, who frankly owes me my vote? I have much to say. Much to say. I had very high hopes for her, and she's taken my hopes and she shit on them. Number 4. Who is the official chief mistress chief mistress of King Louis XV of France from 1745 to 1751. She has a hairstyle named after her, where the basic concept is having a large volume of hair swept upwards from the face, high over the forehead, and sometimes upswept around the sides and the back. Not repeating it, it's too long. Number 6. First name is Madame.
First name is Madame.
That's her name. Yeah. The first name is like, it's like Madame XX. It's like whatever.
That's like the fucking like the
What?
cleaner here. His name's
Sorry?
Danny, and we're like, what's his last name?
The first letter is P.
Her first name?
It's Madame de Blanc. That starts with P.
What?
Yeah.
With a P.
P.
Starts with a P?
Yeah. Like Presley or potato. Number 6. Which Stanley Kubrick film involves an entire platoon's interaction with a Vietnamese war? Which Stanley Kubrick film involves an entire platoon's interaction with a Vietnamese prostitute? Your hint is the famous line in the movie that the prostitute says is "tu beaucoup." That is the famous line in the movie. She says "tu beaucoup." Number 7, also known as the Hollywood Madam, who ran an upscale prostitution ring based in Los Angeles during the 90s. Also known as the Hollywood Madam, who ran an upscale prostitution ring in LA during the 90s.
Why are you giving this to me? She was called what?
The Hollywood Madam.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to figure out this one. Okay.
Okay. Before we do number 8, we have to get rid of our last prize here out of our bag. So essentially, here's how we're going to determine that. Everyone put your hand up. One hand up. Higher. I want to see it. Very good. Okay. So basically what we're going to do here is we're going to play a little quiz night game of Never Have I Ever. And I'm just going to say shit. And if the shit applies to you, I want you to anonymously keep your hand up. Okay, so everyone's hands are up. Okay. Been to Europe. Very good. Very good. Okay. Made out in a closet. Okay, very good. Very good. Eaten leftover Asian food cold out of the fridge while keeping the fridge open. Okay, so these were the easy ones. Okay. Can name at least one Grateful Dead song. Well, if you're both going to keep your hands up, I'm going to ask you to name them. If fucking God, you win the prize. That's actually my favorite Dead song. And it's just a box of rain. I don't know who put it there. Believe me, you win a toothbrush. It's sealed. It's sealed. It's safe. Don't worry. COVID and everything. Okay, box of rain. Zach, you don't know the Dead. Oh,
So
buddy.
here's the thing.
We'll talk.
I
After.
know of the Dead.
We'll talk after
And I haven't listened
because
to them enough.
your temperament and your singing style it lends to it. So we'll get to it after. They are. Number 8, our last question here this evening. Number 8. For which 1995 Woody Allen movie did Mira Sorvino win an Oscar? The plot involves a man's search for his genius adopted son's biological mother, ultimately finding that she's a dim-witted prostitute. For which 1995 Woody Allen movie did Mira Sorvino win an Oscar? It's about a man's search for his genius adopted son's biological mother, and he then finds out that she's a dim-witted prostitute. So just one moment, everyone. I just have to run over and confirm something with our lovely bar staff here. Just a moment. All right, everyone, we're going to go over the answers here. Now, remember that every Tuesday at 9 o'clock, this is our quiz here at Hurley's Irish Pub. It is the Hurleyest pub on Crescent Street. We promise you that. We also promise you that if you go to McKibben's or Brutopia, you'll get COVID. So this is the only bar. Send your friends to those bars because they'll get COVID there. But come here. Okay, everyone. Number one, Pretty Woman, who sang the song.
Roy Orbison.
Very good. Oh, the last question was, which 95 Woody Allen film did Mira
That was
Sorvino?
number 8.
Yes.
Number 7 was.
7 was also known as the Hollywood Madam, who ran an upscale prostitution ring in LA in the 90s.
And that's not the one that over here.
No.
That's the one before that.
Yeah.
What was number 6?
Yeah, no, we had a really bad stretch on the last one there. We didn't-
5 was The Hair. 6 is which Stanley Kubrick film?
What's the hair now?
5 is The Hair.
What's 4?
4, name the Dutch exotic dancer and courtesan who was convicted of being a spy for the Germans during World War I.
That's this one. Okay, we're missing a question.
So 4 is that.
What's 2?
2, what's 2? 2 is which 1984 Tina Turner song is absolutely about being a whore?
And then 3 was the movie one, right?
Yes.
Okay. So we don't have 2. Okay, we need to shift everything down. Cool, we figured it out.
Wonderful. Okay, so number
This is the bad round for us.
number 2, which 1984 Tina Turner song? Private Dancer. I can't take Dirty Dancer. No, it's Private.
I'm
the private dancer. Anyway,
Yeah. Shit.
which Dutch courtesan spied for the Kaiser? Oh, sorry. Number 3 is
Is it Keanu Reeves?
it's Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy. Midnight Cowboy. Number 4, the Dutch courtesan is Mata Hari.
Okay.
Mata Hari. Number 5, it was Madame de Pompadour.
Yeah.
Yeah, Madame de Pompadour. Number 6, Full Metal Jacket.
Yay!
Who remembers this scene? You remember? It's a good one. It's very funny. Number 7, the Hollywood Madam's name is Heidi Fleiss. Don't act like you knew it.
We listen to a lot of your crimes.
Okay, so yeah, she killed everybody. Now she lives in Nevada with her parents. It's really sketchy. It's really sketchy. And the last one is Mighty Aphrodite. Is the name of the Woody Allen movie in which Mira Sorvino wins the Oscar. A fucking great. So Woody Allen movies in the 90s are either amazing or kind of and this is a very good one. Mighty Aphrodite, Manhattan Murder Mystery is another one. Sweet and Lowdown is wonderful. Sean Penn won an Oscar. All right, everyone. So add your scores together, and let's see how you did. And just so you know, before you announce your answers, I've made a special arrangement with our barkeeper, and he's going to take our prize tonight, and he's going to divide our prize actually equally between both teams. Because it's trivia night at Hurley's, and everyone should win. Yeah. I don't believe in giving children participation trophies, because that's how you end up with, these emotionless children who vote for Trump. But I believe that at the pub, you should all get a discount. So there you go. Wonderful, everyone. So, but now that you've done your math, how did you do?
Got 26.
26, and how did you do?
Woo! What up?
26 to 25. Well, that's, you know what? I'm so happy I split it because that's a round of applause for all of you. Thank you for coming tonight, everybody. I'm glad you enjoyed it. This is our quiz. Yeah.
I'm shocked. Shocked. I'm shocked.
That's from when a couple years ago I was going to Airbnb my extra room, and Airbnb was like, you should buy toothbrushes and soap and like little deodorant sticks. So I went to the dollar store and I bought I bought a plastic container and I filled it full of like travel stuff, and then I rented the room out twice and then got a raise and was like, ugh, I don't want strangers anymore. So I've got toothpaste. I've got I've got everything. Yeah.
You got a little mouth?
The little mouthwashes.
A little
So
mouth?
Brian, what kind of cigarette am I smoking?
Sorry?
What kind of cigarette am I smoking?
That is a John Players 20 regular.
Amazing.
Sorry? So I have officially quit. However, I keep a pack in the house for hash joints and guests. So that is from the hash joint / guest pack.
Amazing. I will enjoy it thoroughly.
I hope you do. I hope you do, Zach. Just to let you guys know, I'll give you a little preview. I outlined the categories several weeks in advance because when you have insomnia and your dog doesn't speak English, that's what you do. So next week, September 29th, we have round 1 is very big people. Round 2 is fun with flora, with plants and whatnot. My mother's a florist. Very good. Very good. Round 3 is doggies and kitty cats. Round 4 is stupid laws. Round 5, I still miss Robin Williams. And round 6 is internment. October 5th will be 90s television, Wastelands, Best of the Bible, Papa was a Rolling Stone, What's an Alcoholic Anyway, and Soda Pop. And then on October 12th, we have our favorite category, which is Dead Celebrities, followed by The Periodic Table, The Simpsons, Feminine Hygiene, Sports, and whiskey. Sorry? It's okay. Yeah. And that's what we do here at Hurley's on Tuesdays. And also, I haven't said this yet, but please, if you're here for the quiz night, we ask that you tip generously to the bar staff because they don't get paid dick, and there's a pandemic. So anyway, be nice to the bar staff. And woo, I'm gonna stop talking in this voice now. And don't look to me for your entertainment anymore. I'm off the clock. Hi. Yeah. Yeah. In about 5 minutes, we begin Brian trivia.